I'll get to Joe Biden in a moment, but first, I do miss him, and I'm wondering, and you're probably wondering, what is next for Donald Trump? Again, it's so weird not hearing from him like we used to when he had Twitter, and now he's out of office. But he still is very, very popular. Forget the fake news who out to cancel him. Just yesterday, when he arrived in Palm Beach, people turned out. Big time, all right? And I thought it was such a stark difference, interesting contrast between the parade in Palm Beach, essentially, and the inaugural parade. Take this full, if you will. I mean, we've got people, we've got flags, and then we've got that spooky, eerie scene for just military and law enforcement at Joe Biden's inaugural whatever it was. The president gave us a clue, though, President Trump, that is, about what is next for him. Don't expect to hear from him right away. It could be a while. Here's a clue.
I will always fight for you. I will be watching. I will be listening.
Watching and listening. I think he is going to keep a low profile. He wants to see how this all plays out, at least for a little while. And I think he wants folks out there to miss him. Even in the media, I'm hearing they miss him already, even his enemies. But Donald Trump has been down before. Now, he still has 75 million supporters, and it's far more positive than what the mainstream media are telling us. But look, he's down right now, okay? He's out of office after one term. But being down and being up and then being down, it's all part of his life. You'll remember Donald Trump lost it all and then got it all back. When The Apprentice first came out, he said right out in episode 1 that the 90s weren't pretty.
About 13 years ago, I was seriously in trouble. I was billions of dollars in debt. But I fought back, and I won. Big league.
Big league or big league, he won. And here's how Cindy Adams put it. Going through Donald Trump withdrawals, it's like you're having a personal conversation with him. And by the way, this book, which I've never read, I'm going to download, and maybe you'll download it with me, The Art of the Comeback. Talks about how he lost it all and how he got it all back. America loves a comeback story, right? How about this one?
As I leave you, I want you to know, just think how much you're going to be missing. You don't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
That's Richard Nixon after he lost a race for governor. People forget. He lost to John F. Kennedy, the presidential race. 2 years later, he ran for governor. Lost to Earl Warren, I think, and everybody thought he was done forever. Morning show guy Rob Finnerty, who's very good, by the way, talked about this yesterday. What happened to Richard Nixon 7 years later? Inaugurated as President of the United States. Yes, America does love a comeback story. So what is next for Donald Trump? I don't know. Like he said, he's going to watch, he's going to listen, and I think he's going to wait for a little bit. And part of his silence is probably healthy. You know, there's always a silver lining. He's off of Twitter, all right? His account has been suspended. This might actually be good for him. I don't like it, don't get me wrong, but I think this might be an advantage for him in the long term. You know, sometimes you have to withdraw from the public scene and reevaluate, listen, watch, like he said he's going to do. Happens, by the way, in the Bible all the time. Meanwhile, yesterday, I still can't get over what a total bust and lost opportunity that speech was. I'll get to the specifics in a moment. The media coverage, I mean, even the Washington Post said it was embarrassingly positive from the television networks, the internet, just over the top. So Joe, though, is still going to, well, he's still going to be Joe. When he goes off prompter, even for a heartbeat, you never know what's going to happen.
If you're ever working with me and I hear you treat another colleague with disrespect, talk down to someone, I promise you I will fire you on the spot. On the spot. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Actually, he might have been reading, which makes it even worse. Fire you on the spot. He's talking down to people as he warns you, his staff, not to talk down to people. And he's going to fire you on the spot if you show any disrespect. I don't know, maybe we should talk this over with HR first? Cool the situation? No, Joe is going to be the "you're fired" president, huh? Nice guy, Joe. That's kind of interesting. Joe has never been known to talk down to people. This is almost too easy. I know we got like 75 videos of Joe talking down to people. This is one of my favorites, though.
Wait. Take your AR-14s.
Okay, this is not okay.
Hold on. All right. Hey, let's
You
get
won't tell me
back
this, pal. I'm gonna go outside.
There's a lot of guys.
You're
wanted.
me, man.
I'm not working. Hold on. Give me a break, man. Don't be such a horse guy.
Earlier in that conversation, Joe informed Jerry Wayne, who's the real gentleman, that he was full of SH-blank-T. Wild, huh? All right, back to why I think the speech was such a disaster. But who knows? Maybe Joe could still turn it around. Joe did, well, he didn't do what I was looking for him to do. Number one, Joe could have said to Democrats on Capitol Hill, enough with impeachment. No more talk of impeachment. Drop the case. President Biden, there is still time. This would be fantastic. It would unify the country truly. You talk about unity all the time. 75 million supporters don't think that Donald Trump did anything wrong. How about moving on, huh? The future, not the past. How does that sound? The other thing I think Joe could do, very little indication that he will, stop big tech censorship. Call your friends in Silicon Valley. They gave you a lot of money. You probably owe them a lot of favors, so I don't know how much, demanding you can do right now. But look, there's a chill in the country, and it's not right. People should feel comfortable saying whatever the heck it is they want to say, wherever they want to say it. Certain restrictions apply, of course. Never say fire in a crowded theater. But you got to lighten up on this one, Joe, and so does Silicon Valley. The other thing I'd like to see, although I'm not sure Joe's going to be pushing for it, and I got deep questions, what the heck happened on Capitol Hill on January 6th? I mean, we know it was awful. We know that people broke the law. They need to be punished severely. But then again, security was strangely off, right? Did you see this?
Why are you letting this happen? Why haven't you called for backup? Where is your backup? This is our damn Capitol building, and y'all are letting it get destroyed on your watch.
Those guys are ready for anything, and they're just standing there. That guy is imploring them to do something. All kinds of video, you've seen them by now, of the cops just letting people in. Some cops obviously performing heroically, but others, I still don't get it, and there needs to be a serious investigation. Also needs to be investigated, this kook, the former CIA director, Brennan, big-time Trump hater, and seems to have now completely lost it.
I know, looking forward, that the members of the Biden team who have been nominated or have been appointed are now moving in laser-like fashion to try to uncover as much as they can about what looks very similar to insurgency movements that we've seen overseas, where they germinate in different parts of a country and they gain strength, and it brings together an unholy alliance frequently of religious extremists, authoritarians, fascists, bigots, racists, nativists, even libertarians.
They're trying to use that horrible riot as an excuse to assert all kinds of power that I don't believe they have according to the Constitution. Keep an eye on Brennan and his friends in the deep state. Oh, like FBI Director Wray. He's going to remain on the job. Did you hear about this? Yeah. They like him. A lot of folks who were supporting Donald Trump thought that he could not be trusted. I don't know the deal on this guy. I do know questions have surrounded him for a while. I did hear this, his views on Antifa, that I found curious at the time, but hey, he's the expert.
We look at Antifa as more of an ideology or a movement than an organization.
By the way, the riots that are happening now, they're the good old kinds of riots that the left seem to like and are never outraged by. This is going on almost every night in Portland, Oregon. Again, this is not sedition. This is a Wednesday night. This is no big deal. How about here in New York City? Clashes with cops. These aren't threats to democracy. This is, I think this was on Monday night, okay? This is just how it is. This is just how it is for the left. They are very, very selective about which riots they like and which riots they don't like. For the record, and I believe I speak for most of us here at Newsmax, we don't like any riots, okay? Whether they're on the right or on the left.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.